Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Drew Crew Talk. This is episode 4, and in this one, we are talking about tomorrow morning's battle of XGym State APU. I believe this is the last ever APU competition, because the APU discontinued with the IBF. So yeah, we're talking about two of the potential top 3 competitors that's gonna, take it out. So we have Will versus Mev. These two really strong competitors for their weight class. Both have really strong coaches, and let's get into it. So I just want to first touch on Will. Will's had an injury. I'm not too sure how long he's had an injury for, but he's been injured. Maybe one of the downfalls of him winning tomorrow. Could be potentially one of the downfalls of him going to win top 3. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how he performs. I think he's going to do really well. I think he's going to perform really well, and I'm keen to see it. Now, let's talk about a little note on Mev, okay? Mev, in his first ever competition, could not even deadlift 100 kilos, right? From what I've recently saw, he's gone crazy. Benny, got a big shout out to Benny, his coach, because Benny has done his magic with him. Honestly, he has, and he knows what he's doing with Mev. And Will also has a great coach. So any great powerlifter will have a great coach. Everyone knows that, and everyone notes that any good powerlifter has a coach. So let's get into it. I'm going to go off numbers that I think that these two have hit. So let's start with Mev. I believe that Mev is, his highest squat is 155 for a triple. I'm not too sure on this. I don't have information, so I'm not too sure on this if it's my accurate or whatever, but I believe he's hit 155, comp spec and all the rest. Will, I believe that Will has squatted 165 for a single, maybe. I do not know. So yeah, I'm just going to go over each lift, and I'm going to think who's winning each battle, right? So yeah, next we got the, we've got bench. Okay, so first of all, I don't know how Will's bench been going. It's like he's had an injury and all the rest, and it's really hard to tell what he's going to bench on the day. But let's start with Mev. I believe that Mev's max is 80, 85. I'm not too sure if that's accurate, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. But Will has a really strong bench. He benches over 100 plus kilos. So if he does well with bench tomorrow, I believe that he could beat Mev in bench, but we'll get to that in the end. I believe that he could potentially beat Mev in the end on bench, but it's really hard to tell with Will's injury and all the rest. Sleep, training, food, all the rest. Mev, I have no idea what Mev's max is at the moment. I believe it's 85, but like I said, I don't have information for this video. I'm just trying to go off what I've seen. So yeah, being really good with that, Mev. But yeah, so let's get into deadlifts now. This is where things get really interesting, but like I said, with Will's injury, it's hard to tell what he's going to pull on the day. So, from what I've seen, the last deadlift that I saw from Mev was 185. I don't know if he's touched anything else in training. He's not shown it, or he's just gone like, okay, I'm not going to show it because I want to leave it for states, whatever. So, and Will, I've seen Will pull 200. He's done it for a double. He's missed locked out, and he's had the red lights for it. So, I believe we're going to go over everything again, and I feel like who's going to win this battle. So, yeah, first of all, yeah, I've seen Will pull 200, right? He missed it in his last competition. So, yeah. Now, let's get into first squat. I believe that Will could potentially could beat Mev in squats. But it's really hard to tell. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give Mev squats. Okay. I feel like he could really outperform Will when it comes to for bench. For squats, I mean. Let's get to bench. I feel like overall, if Will's bench is good on the day, I feel like Will can take out bench press and overtake Mev. Like, I feel like Mev, like he'll have to press something really big to beat Will at the end of the day. And I feel like, it's 1-1. Now, the final one. If Mev can pull massive deadlift, like I'm talking massive, and I feel like Will needs to pull 205. I feel like he needs to pull 205 to win this. Because I believe if Mev, if he hits 200 or something on a second attempt, he could potentially beat Will. So yeah, if we're going to go off how everything's going, I feel like Will could beat Mev in the end. But I feel like if Mev is on point, he's recovered and all the rest, I feel like Mev can win. I'm going to have to give this battle to Mev overall. It's going to be really hard. I will have my final predictions. But that'll be it. The battle's on tomorrow. Don't miss the live stream. APU stays. This is my predictions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go. Fire up for tomorrow.